What happens when you can't pay your taxes? Today, I'm diving into the real consequences of not paying your taxes, and I'm going to see just how far I can push the limits without getting into serious trouble. Paying your taxes is one of those responsibilities we all wish we could avoid, but unfortunately, it's a harsh reality we must face. The truth is, failing to meet your tax obligations can lead to some serious consequences, and today I want to explore exactly what happens when you can't pay your taxes. There are many reasons why people struggle to pay their taxes. Sometimes life gets in the way, and we might experience unexpected financial setbacks, like job loss or medical emergencies. Other times, we might simply underestimate our tax bill or have a disconnect between our income and expenses. Whatever the reason, not being able to pay your taxes can be a huge stress, causing anxiety and uncertainty about the future. Imagine getting a letter from the taxman saying you owe a large sum of money, and you have no idea how you're going to pay it. The pressure to meet your tax obligations can be overwhelming, leading to sleepless nights and a general feeling of unease. It's not uncommon for people to feel like they're drowning in debt, with no clear way out. In extreme cases, people might even consider ignoring the problem, hoping it will go away on its own. But ignoring the issue only makes things worse, leading to even more penalties and interest on top of the original debt. So, what exactly happens when you can't pay your taxes? The consequences of not paying your taxes are serious and far-reaching. You might face penalties, interest, and even legal action. The IRS can levy your bank accounts, garnish your wages, and even put a lien on your property. In extreme cases, you could even face criminal charges. On the other hand, there are options like payment plans or offers in compromise that can provide some relief. But before we get into the solutions, let me share a real-life story that illustrates just how severe the consequences can be. A few years ago, a self-employed individual I know failed to pay their taxes for several years. At first, it seemed like a minor issue, but eventually, the debt snowballed, and they found themselves facing a massive bill. They were unable to pay, and the IRS started taking drastic measures, including garnishing their wages and putting a lien on their property. The experience was incredibly stressful, and it took a huge toll on their mental and physical health. Eventually, they were able to work out a payment plan, but not before they had lost thousands of dollars in penalties and interest. The lesson learned was clear: tax obligations are not something to be taken lightly. So, what's the takeaway from today's video? Paying your taxes is not optional, it's a legal requirement that comes with serious consequences if you fail to comply. However, there are options for relief if you're struggling to meet your tax obligations. Don't ignore the problem, and don't be afraid to seek help. Thanks for watching, and if you've got a story about struggling with taxes or have a question about tax strategies, leave it in the comments below. And if you want more info on tax tips and financial planning, be sure to check out our next video. Follow the link in the description for more information.